We welcome you into another season preview looking at Carlow women's volleyball for the 2025 season. Sean Meyers joined by the longtime head coach, Julie Gaul. And first off, it's always nice to talk to you. That means we're getting ready for another school year and another fall sports season. So, how's everything going with you?
Everything's going great. We're looking forward to this new season, and everybody moved in yesterday, and we're ready to go.
There's excitement in the air, no
There
doubt.
is definitely.
We will rewind first to last year 7-19, the overall record. You won a game in the conference as well. How did you evaluate how the team performed?
I think one of our main goals last year was to advance to the USCA National Championships, and we were able to do that for the 10th time. And so that was a huge accomplishment for us. And then, getting our feet wet in the AMCC and just finding our way. And I think that gave us a good baseline to work upon for this year.
Well, you say a baseline to work upon. Where specifically have you focused where the team can improve heading into this season?
Well, this year we're going to have half of the team returning and half new players. So we're going to be working in all areas, honestly. We just need to be more consistent across the board in all of the skills and be more competitive and work hard at practice so we can see what happens in our competitions.
You had some really veteran, talented players, multiple 5-year players who moved on from last year's team. When you think of that group, what comes to mind?
I just loved coaching those players and loved what they brought to the team on and off the court, and definitely missed their leadership and their personalities. And it was a lot of fun, like I said, coaching them over the years.
So while you had some notable players move on, you do return quite a bit. What are the expectations you have for that group of returners?
I think to set the tone with our team culture, we did spend a lot of time in the off season working on our team values that they came up with and have buy-in with. And so we're looking forward to the bringing the new players in and having the leadership from our returning players, like I said, set the tone for this year.
Well, with the new players, there's a pretty significant number of them. What do you want to see?
I want to see some team chemistry. I want to see some great energy being brought into the new system, really, because we've not seen each other on the court, and you've got half returning, half new. They're getting along great already. You can see through our media day to day and just some different activities that we did yesterday. So just looking forward to seeing how well they adjust to college life and to the team and basically to Carlow. So I'm expecting big things from them.
So, looking at the non-conference schedule, what's notable? What were you trying to accomplish with that?
Well, we moved a lot of our matches to NCAA competition. So we're kicking off this year at the St. Vincent tournament. We'll see four different teams actually there, NCAA teams. And that's different from years past. We always started off with the tip-off tournament at the USCAA tournament, and a lot of new opponents. So, some from all over. So I'm excited to see new teams and see how we stack up against them to prepare us for AMCC.
Well, also curious to see how you stack up in the AMCC. So, how do you evaluate the landscape of that conference?
I mean, it's a tough conference, very, very competitive. I hope for us to move and advance, get a few more wins, but most importantly, be competitive in each and every match. So just bring whatever our best is that day to be competitive. And so we could walk off the court, whether win or lose, that we gave it our all.
Well, to continue upon that, what are the goals and objectives for this year?
Well, tomorrow we'll have our team meeting and we'll establish those team goals and objectives as a unit, and so that everybody is on board and we're on the same page. And one of the main things that we do want to accomplish is to advance to the USCA National Championships again.
I would imagine another goal off the court is to do well academically. That is something that is a recurring theme throughout the years here, and that was the case last year. Several players received academic honors or achievements. How important is that to you?
I think it's the most important thing. They're here for their education, and student first, athlete second. We strongly believe in that, and we perform well in the classroom. And what's great with the returning players too, they're always guiding the new players, the summer tutors. We're really, I think on the academic side of things, we're in really good shape, and we want to keep it that way.
Lastly, I know it's still early, but when you think of this year's team, what do you think might be unique or special about the group?
I think just having half old and half new is going to be really interesting to see the chemistry, like I said earlier, develop. So that's what I'm most excited for, to just actually get on the court for our first practice, and then we can start making adjustments, seeing what groups fit best together, what positions you look like, and how to be the most competitive team we can be.
Well, Julie, always glad to talk to you. Thanks as always for doing this, and good luck this season.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
That is Julie Gaul, the head coach for the Celtics, here on the season preview. We continue here on the season preview, looking at Carlow Volleyball for the 2025 season. Sean Meyers now joined by a senior on the team, Taylor Eannace, who is both a defensive specialist and a libero. First off, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm sure you're very excited to get this season underway. But before we look ahead at this season, I know you had a rough season last year. You were sidelined with injury. So how did you handle that? How are you still engaged with what the team was doing?
So when I was injured, my main focus was to really just be there for the team and help out in any way, shape, or form. So stay engaged in practicing games and give suggestions and improvements where I could to help my team out and make sure they're having fun.
Well, I know that obviously one of your main focuses is just staying healthy for this season. But what else have you tried to do in terms of how you can improve heading into this year?
Yeah, so staying healthy. And then I just really, whenever I was coming back from injuries, just kind of working on areas where I could. So with this past one with my ankle, like working on my platform and working on passing a little bit, like from a chair, just to keep my skills freshened up and really focusing on the fundamentals. So when we get into practices, they can be good.
So last year, the team had some pretty outstanding players who have now moved on due to graduation. What are you going to miss most about that group?
I think their energy was amazing. They always brought a fun vibe into the gym, and they always just made us laugh and smile whenever we were having a hard time. But they were also really our key contributors on our team, so we have some big shoes to fill, but I think we can do it.
So what goals do you have in mind for yourself and for the Celtics as a whole?
So for myself, I really just want to get back to playing my game and getting back to where I was pre-injuries. And then as a team, I think we are really focused on our team culture this year and making sure we're really embodying that, not only on the court, but off the court as well. And just having a fun season and staying focused on our goal.
Now, I know we're still early on. You've met the newcomers, maybe haven't had a chance to really play much with them, but what are your expectations for what they can provide?
Yeah, I think just coming in, working hard. They were obviously recruited here for a reason. So really kind of embodying what they did in high school and their club careers and bringing that to Carlow and helping better the team and working hard every day in the gym.
I know you're probably more than most of your teammates just looking forward to any matches because you get a chance to get back out there and play. But are there some in particular that you most look forward to this year?
Yeah, so I'm really excited for the Mount Aloysius game and then I think the games with Salem.
I know your head coach has been here a long, long time, Julie Gaul. She's so decorated. What do you like most about her and her assistant, George Slyman?
Yeah, they're both awesome. They both really support us in anything we need. And they're always there for us to help us out wherever. And with me being injured, they've been key supporters in my recovery. Like always, they're always there for me, anything I need. And they're always helping me get back.
Let's fill in the blank for this last question. This will be a successful season for the Celtics if
We have fun and bond well together.
hopefully there's a lot of fun upcoming this season in 2025. Thanks so much for doing this, and looking forward to seeing you back out there.
Thank you.
That is Taylor Eannace, a senior for the Celtics here on the season preview. We continue here on the season preview looking at the 2025 season for Carlow women's volleyball. I'm now joined by a senior, Kelsey Sufak, who is a libero and defensive specialist. First off, thanks for doing this. How's everything been with you?
Good. I have coming off of just not being as active right now. So this is going to be like a pick me up and hopefully just pick back up where I was last semester and last season. So I'm excited.
There's a lot of excitement this time of year. When you think back to last season, how did you evaluate how you played?
Definitely my serving. I had a lot of aces and I feel that I could have improved more on like my digging and getting into like the game more, like stepping up, passing the ball and everything.
When you think back to when you started here at Carlow a few years back, where have you grown from that time up until now?
Definitely gaining my confidence in playing on the court. I used to be like very laid back, and now like coming in as a freshman, I was like, it's okay. And then once you step on that court, everything just changes. Like you're in that tunnel vision.
So, what does your training look like during the season here at Carlow?
Very consistent. Personally, I like to work on my serve receive and getting a lot of reps with coming up behind the ball and controlling that pass at a full speed.
Let's talk about the goals for this season. What are the team goals? What do you have individually that you want to accomplish?
Individually, I would definitely say I want to get that confidence to pass and actually step up as a senior and hopefully be a leader for those younger girls. And as a team, I just feel like the communication and working together as a whole.
I know that there's some teammates that you think can have really nice years here, breakthrough campaigns. Who comes to mind when I mention that?
Definitely Taylor. She came back from an injury her freshman year. She's coming back on another one. So I feel like this is her chance to hopefully prove what she has and has had in the past and now.
Let's focus on superstitions. Is there anything that you have to do either before, during, or and after a match to kind of be in that right mindset?
Every game, every scrimmage, my hair is always braided into two long braids. So,
Does that take long to do, or is it pretty quick at this point?
it takes some time.
Well, it's worth it, obviously. I guess it's
Yes.
paying off. Lastly, what do you think is going to be the best aspect of this year's version of the Celtics?
Definitely think how we're all going to come together as a team and hopefully work well together. We feel real strong just by coming together today and yesterday and just seeing everyone. I think it's going to be a real well season, and I feel like there's not going to be a lot of drama this year.
Well, hopefully it is an impressive season for the
Yes.
Celtics. We will see soon enough. Kelsey, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
That is Kelsey Sufak here on the season preview.